Welcome, trustees, teachers, staff, parents, family members, students, and friends, to this, the 98th closing exercise of the Greenvale School. This ceremony is to honor the 45 graduates in the 8th grade class. Although this is a very first graduation that will take place in this format, we have done our very best to replicate the traditional Greenvale graduation. I'm here live at Greenvale, but sections of the ceremony have been pre-recorded to create the best possible celebration and visual tribute to the class of 2020. Collectively, your class has modeled Greenvale in our unprecedented time with both talent and spirit. We have a lot to celebrate today. It is customary at this time for our ceremony to open with the procession of the Greenvale administration, faculty, and staff entering through the center aisle to show their support and admiration for the graduates. So let's begin. And now, let's welcome virtually the class of 2020. While their walks may vary, they're all going to end up in the same place. Now we will open with the invocation given by Reverend Gideon Pollock, rector of St. John's in Cold Spring Harbor.
May God be with you. Let us pray. God of bold goodness, you are closer to us than our own breath. We thank you for the beauty of this occasion and for this graduating class. We ask your presence on this ceremony as we seek to honor these students and the ways in which they reveal your goodness, kindness, and faithfulness. We thank you for all those who have prepared this class, for those whose work have made this day possible, and for the dedication of faculty, staff, and family who have shaped these young people into youth of character and distinction. Bless our time, and may we find in it your gracious presence. Amen.
As is tradition, the 8th grade graduates choose a faculty member to speak each year at graduation. This year, the honor is given to none other than Richard Quinlan. Mr. Quinlan joined the faculty in 1996 as a 5th grade teacher and a football, basketball, and baseball coach. Presently, he is a humanities teacher and student advisor in the upper school. A 3-sport coach, faculty advisor to the newspaper, DJ at our dances, and now even virtual parties. And somehow he finds the time as he is working on his doctorate after he earned 3 master's degrees. Passionate and inspirational in the classroom, quick-witted, full of intellectual and social energy, Mr. Quinlan is an engaging and committed educator. Obviously, he has gained the admiration and affection of his students. Let's turn to Mr. Quinlan, who is joining us live from the library.
Good morning, graduates, and congratulations, and welcome to everyone who is watching this live around the world. As you can see, I'm coming to you from the spacious upper school library, which means I'm on campus. Now, I wish we all could be together on campus to have a more traditional style graduation, but through the magic of technology, at least we're here. Plus, there's one significant advantage to this that your class had that no one else ever has before. You can mute me. Feel free. Honestly, it's okay. Just wait until my hands stop moving, and then you'll know my speech is over, and you guys will live out a dream that a lot of people in my life have had. Now, 2020 has been a year of unprecedented challenges. But think about what you achieved, and think about how 2020 is going to make your class forever the most memorable class we've ever had. It is going to be impossible to forget you. But you made an incredible transition this year, from physical to online virtual learning. Miss I set the schedule, and you brought it to life with your energy and enthusiasm and desire to learn that matched the way just it was when we were together physically. You also helped keep Greenvale traditions alive by either changing them a bit or inventing new ones. We had our very first virtual field day, and just last week, we even had a graduation parade / car show. That just proves your devotion to the school and how much this place means to you and how much you mean to us. Now, before words like shelter in place, quarantine, social distancing, droplet, which is a word I never want to hear again, before they became part of our daily vocabulary, you were already contributing in all new ways to this school. One of your amazing classmates created the Student Faculty Book Club. And it's important to emphasize student because they selected the text, they organized the meetings, and they ran the discussions. And it became incredibly clear to me recently just how appropriate the texts were that this group selected. The 3 that they read this year were Turtles All the Way Down by John Green, Harbor Me by Jacqueline Woodson, and No One is Too Small to Make a Difference by Greta Thunberg. Now, over the course of the past 3 months, and certainly within the past 2 weeks, we have been inundated with images from the streets of our country. Some have been deeply troubling and disheartening. Others have been somewhat poignant and inspirational. And if you're like me, you may have even had moments where you felt helpless. It's at times like that that I turn to humanities. And I know you guys think I'm contractually obligated to talk about books. I'm really not. I do mean this. Think about the text Harbor Me. It's the story of 6 students who were all very different learners, who saw the world in very unique ways, that were allowed an hour a week to meet in a room by themselves, no teachers, no adults, no supervision, no direction. They just had to sit and figure it out themselves. And what they began to do was talk to each other. And it began a little bit awkwardly at first, but then as they spent more and more time together, they stopped just speaking and really began to listen to each other. It's an important lesson that I think all of us can consider right now, to be a harbor for another person, to make people feel that they're believed, trusted, and respected, to be a source of comfort for someone. And I know you may be sitting there thinking, well, I'm only graduating from 8th grade. How am I going to have some kind of impact like that? Well, understand that some of the great challenges to history that led to some of the great changes in history began with a single person thinking about themselves first, ways that they could make themselves better, and then beginning to expand that influence. So we can each start with ourselves and then begin to expand that influence to your circle of friends. Think about how large that circle will be next year when there's a new collection of friends, teammates, classmates, roommates. And if we can learn to be harbors for each other, that generates progress. And be very cautious about the use of language. I know Mr. Wood always talks about how language is power, and actually I owe him $1 now for saying that because he's copyrighted it, but he's absolutely right. Just as some great changes in history have been brought on by a single individual, unfortunately, some of the great atrocities in history were started not with bullets or even fists, but with words. 2 of the most dangerous words that we use in our language are they and them. If we can begin to move away from labeling individuals they and them and realize that truly it's we and us, then we begin to create cooperation, to learn from each other, to speak and listen to each other, not just wait for the person who's talking to stop speaking because then it's your turn, but to actually try to crawl inside what people are saying and understand to the best of our ability. When Greta Thunberg wrote that no person is too small to make a difference, again, she's absolutely right. If recent history has taught us anything, it's that just because you're young doesn't mean that your ideas are invalid. In fact, again, great revolutions have been led by youth. So don't feel that you've got to wait in line. Don't feel that you need people's permission to speak up and speak out about issues that you find important. Do the research, do the work, find something about which you are truly passionate and pursue it with everything you have. Because the basic fundamental values of empathy, compassion, a will to listen have been forged here. And they're going to stay with you long beyond today, beyond high school, beyond college, well into your adult lives. You won't realize it yet. You will have a moment when suddenly it'll hit you that it was something that you learned at Greenville. It may have been even as far back as early childhood, setting the foundation of who we become as people. And understand that as we begin to move forward, you may not necessarily remember the finite points of Henry Clay's political career or why in the world we're not allowed to end a sentence with a preposition. But what you will remember is the decency and respect for others that was instilled in you here. Those are traits that are going to take you far, because all of us within this collection of limitlessly talented people that I'm lucky enough to call colleagues and you look at as your teachers, we all know that there's greatness inside this class. And we look forward to seeing everything that you become and all that you do. Now, you may not necessarily end up like Greta speaking in front of world leaders at the UN, but you don't know. Might as well set that goal for yourselves and let's see what happens. But regardless of what path you follow, we know that you're going to be successful. And until I have an opportunity and we have an opportunity to see each other again, I want you to remain healthy, remain safe, remain informed, and remain involved. Be good to each other. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak to you today. Congratulations. I'll miss all of you. Outstanding job, guys. Bye for now.
Thank you, Rich. Well said, as always. The 8th grade also elect from their class the student graduation speaker. This year, they have chosen Ana Sophia Calderon, a young woman who lights up the stage, cares deeply for others, and truly personifies the type of student we are so proud to call a Greenvale graduate.
Good morning, families, faculty, staff, and my fellow classmates. It is my honor to be delivering this speech and to be representing the Greenville class of 2020. First, I would like to take this time to commemorate someone who was an integral part of the Greenville family. We lost a very special person in our community to the battle of COVID-19, our beloved Hector Rosario. Hector was a very special man, the type of person that no matter what day or what time, he took the time out of his day to greet you. Some of us knew Hector since we were toddlers. He knew and cared for each and every one of us. He had a kind heart and the biggest and best smile. When I was on campus later than usual, Hector was there to give me a snack. The class of 2020 loves and remembers you always, Hector. As our Greenville experience is coming to closure, we find ourselves reminiscing on the good times. On my first day of school in 2009, my dad dropped me off with Mrs. Carsu. I was a shy, scared little 3-year-old, but Mrs. Carsu gave me sheets of glitter star stickers to help calm my nerves. I will never forget that day. Why? Because it was my first day at my new home away from home. Flash forward 11 years, I stand here before you, still nervous, but better prepared. I was so shy in nursery. I rarely spoke because of my limited English skills, but now I look back and I realize that Greenville helped me find my voice. Mrs. Privatera, my first art teacher, she never let me believe that I couldn't do something. I can't were forbidden words in her classroom, albeit I wanted to give up sometimes. Mrs. Privatera always told me that I could do it. I never believed in myself. I always doubted myself, but Greenville never let me give up. How many of us remember in 6th grade we had to do research and write what seemed to be an almost impossible task to write 80 note cards for our history papers on ancient Athens and Sparta? Or in math, I had to go into extra help every day with Miss McCarher because I couldn't figure out how to add and subtract integers. I'm still kind of working on that. No matter how much I wanted to, my teachers never let me quit, giving me the confidence to believe in myself. And even when we failed, our teachers taught us to stand back up and work to form better versions of ourselves. So I thank our amazing teachers, coaches, and administrators for believing in us, inspiring us, and challenging us to move forward and out of our comfort zones. In the classroom, on the athletic fields, and even in the dining hall when Miss I, Madame Safati, and the kitchen staff would try to get us to eat anything else but bread and butter. I think we're still kind of working on this too. I thank all of our families for giving us the best education we could ask for. You all have worked hard and long for your children, and we show nothing but gratitude and thanks towards all of you. I also thank my fellow classmates. I could go on and on about how much I love, appreciate, and adore each and every one of you. I thank you for believing in me, having faith, and confiding in me to deliver this speech. I thank my classmates for all of the amazing moments we have made here at Greenville. I have them permanently ingrained in my heart. These memories that we've made here at Greenville will become the funny stories that we will tell our new high school friends next year. You have taught me the meaning of friendship and provided me with a sense of security. Myself and 9 others have spent over a decade here at Greenville. I will never spend 11 years at another academic institution like I have here at Greenville. This fact will remain significant in the duration of my academic career. It's special. I'm grateful. It will always remain a special part of our lives. This Greenville chapter of our lives is coming to an end. We may be nervous about moving on to high school and scared to move forward. However, we should not feel any fear. Instead, we should feel positive, prepared, confident, and extremely motivated. Our parents and Greenville have prepared us for the next chapter in our lives. Success is often achieved away from the homes, but success has its roots in our homes, parents, and schools like Greenville. As we move forward in our life, it is important that we remember who provided us with the tools to move on and start a successful high school career. It is important to remember who taught us to fly so that one day we could soar. Who taught us that no matter what, we have to move forward. Who taught us that what's the point of regret when you can take it as a lesson learned? Who taught us that you cannot stop? You must continue to learn and further the education that Greenville has prepared us for. Dr. Martin Luther King once said, "If you cannot fly, then run. If you cannot run, then walk. If you cannot walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward." With this quote, I want the class of 2020 to take with them and remember it wherever life takes you. Yes, we are closing the first chapter of our lives, but there's so much that we have yet to discover. The past few months have been quite the uphill battle, not only here at Greenville, but in our world. These are tough times. However, please know that institutions like Greenville have prepared us to take on those challenges, obstacles, inconveniences before us and make them better, not only for us, but for those who follow behind us. So let's be grateful. We are the 98th graduating class of the Greenville School, but we are the first virtual graduating class. Feel proud, feel joy, feel accomplished, feel ready. Let's go. Congrats, grads. We made it.
Thank you, Anna Sophia. Miss Linda Gardner, Assistant Head of School and Director of Lower School, will now present the Lifer Pins.
On behalf of the faculty, I would like to thank all the parents for giving us the opportunity to work with your children for all these years. It's been a true privilege and honor. At this point, we would especially like to recognize those students from the graduating class who have made the journey through Greenville from nursery through graduation. We like to refer to these students as lifers. The following students are the recipients of this award: Dakota Marie Bruderman, Anna Sophia Calderon, Isabel Hatton Dejoux, Augusta Lee Goulden, Nicholas Mark Nitre, Melanie Michelle Schwab, Conrad Paul Schwarz. Congratulations and all the best. We will certainly miss you.
Typically at graduation, the whole 8th grade comes together for a choral presentation. Under the circumstances, we've allowed students to opt to participate. I think you'll enjoy what has come together here with the song One Day.
Sometimes I lay under the moon and think gonna stay raging. And in this maze, you're gonna lose your way, your way. It might drive you crazy, but don't let it phase you, no way, no way. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down, So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play one day, oh, one day, one day this all will change, treat people the same, stop with the violence, down with the hate. One day we'll all be free and proud to be under the same song, singing songs I'm free to let go. All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play one
Thank you so much. That was so beautiful. And a special thanks to Jessica Chen for helping to make this happen. And now we will move to the presentation of the graduation awards. The awards given today mark an important part of the school's tradition. Literally, they consist of medals, bowls, cups, and scrolls. Some of them are given or are endowed by friends of the school, and others are given by the school itself. The bowls and cups will have the winners' names engraved upon them, and scrolls are given to the various prizes. The faculty of the Greenvale School awards the following prizes: the Buckley Award for Effort and Achievement. The Buckley Award is given each year to the student or students who show consistent effort and achievement in their studies. The winners may or may not stand at the top of their classes, but they've shown the faculty that wonderful quality of persistence. They always do their best. This year, the Buckley Award goes to Ashley Rose Valentine, William Elliott Goki, the Head of School Awards. Each year, the Head of School awards several prizes at graduation, setting his own requirements, the faculty making suggestions. After due consideration, the following 3 awards are presented today: for being self-assured, maintaining a positive attitude and willingness to collaborate with others, and your all-encompassing dedication to the Greenvale School, Camilla Gloria Cushman. For your exceptional growth as a student and leader, this award recognizes your unique strength of character, entrepreneurial spirit, and quest for building community. Isabella Verna Cushman. For your positive attitude, impressive maturity, commitment to personal growth and academic excellence, and love for the Greenvale community, Angela Kin. The Robert Fenwick Jackson Bowl for excellence in academic and athletic endeavor. Robert Fenwick Jackson was headmaster of Greenvale for 13 years. When he retired, the alumni gave this bowl in his honor. The winner or winners must combine excellence in both academic and athletic endeavors. This year, the Jackson Bowl is awarded to Skylar Brooke Cohen, Michael Robert Cutterback. The Thomas M. Bancroft Jr. Citizenship Award. This award is named after Thomas M. Bancroft Jr., who sadly had passed away this year. Mr. Bancroft was an alum from the class of '44 and dedicated friend and supporter of the school, with children and grandchildren who also attended Greenvale. This award is presented by the Greenvale faculty to the student or students who consistently exemplify strength of character. On a daily basis, these students demonstrate the qualities of good citizenship through their words and deeds, expressing respect, responsibility, and caring. By the actions, they enhance the quality of the Greenvale community. This year, the Bancroft Citizenship Award is presented to Isabel Hayton DeJoux, Elizabeth Ray Singer. The North Country Community Association Citizenship Award. For more than 40 years, the North Country Community Association has given a prize for citizenship at Greenvale. The school designates its winner from the graduating class. The specifications are: a good citizen is courteous and tolerant towards others, shows self-control in work and play, is a leader in showing good judgment and integrity, and is a cooperative person. This year, the recipient of the North Country Community Association Citizenship Award is Dakota Marie Bruderman, Ryan Peter Garcia. The Benjamin Farnsworth Vanderpool Award. This award honors the memory of one of Greenvale's greatest friends, Ben Vanderpool, who placed the highest value on the role of independent education in nurturing individual potential. The award goes to the graduating student or students who possesses unshakable loyalty to the school, to one who, with humor, confidence, and resilience, consistently perseveres for the betterment of the graduating class as well as the school community. This year, the recipient of the Vanderpool Award is Anna Sophia Calderon. The Derby Medal for Strong Character. The Derby Medal, the highest honor presented to a student, is given in memory of Richard Derby Jr. by his parents. The winner may not be our best student or most skillful athlete, but must be a student with strong character. Honor and courage, rare virtues, are looked for in awarding this prize. The inscription on the medal reads, "What is excellent as God lives is permanent." The Derby Medal for this year goes to Anna Sophia Block. At this moment, it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Christopher Garcia, chairman of the board, a man who impresses me daily with his work ethic, knowledge, and empathy, and commitment to the Greenvale School.
It is my distinct pleasure to address you, the class of 2020, the 98th graduating class of the Greenvale School. Oh, how I wish we could gather together today to celebrate you. You deserve such a celebration. What a strange year it has been. A global sickness cut short your time together on campus. And now our nation is in turmoil after our most recent reminder that some among us are treated worse because of the color of their skin. It is a time of uncertainty and a time of sadness. You deserve to be graduating in a better time. I feel bad that we adults have not been able to deliver that to you. But I have great optimism for you and for our country. And that's entirely because of you. Because Ryan is a classmate of yours, I've had the privilege of getting to know you personally. You've been to my home, and I've been to yours. I've driven you various places. I've been to your bar and bat mitzvahs and birthdays and other events. I've seen you at the state fair, at the boat race. I've attended your plays and have seen you sing and dance and make beautiful, joyful music together. And here's what I've learned from spending time with you. You have compassion, which means you've learned to care for others and put their needs before your own. You have character, which means you stand up for your beliefs and what is right, even if it's not popular and even if no one is watching. You're curious, which means you're interested in the world around you, both the natural world and the world beyond our borders. You are committed, which means you persevere in the face of adversity. And as this year has amply demonstrated, you are adaptable, which means you're able to succeed in the face of unexpected challenges. I'm a little bit older than you are, so I can tell you from my own experience that these qualities, compassion, character, curiosity, commitment, adaptability, will make you a success in life. More importantly, they and you will make our country and our world a much better place. These qualities that I've just described that you have are the product of how your parents raised you. We at Greenville are grateful for the partnership we have had with your parents and everything that they've done to contribute not only to your personal development, but to the richness of the experience of all of the members of your graduating class. These qualities are a gift that the Greenville faculty and staff have given to you. The Board of Trustees cannot be more thankful or in greater awe of the ability and commitment of our faculty and administrators. Most importantly, these qualities are the result of your beautiful souls, your openness to learn, your hard work. Be proud. You should be. I'm proud to know you. So, on behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Greenville School, it is my honor to welcome you, the class of 2020, to the proud community of Greenville School alumni.
Thank you, Chris. And now we move to our presentation of diplomas for each of our fine 45 graduates. Comments for each student will be presented by Upper School Director, Ms. Kathy Ionata, and the 8th grade advisors, Ms. Stephanie Brown, Mrs. Aisha Daly, Mr. Richard Quinlan, Mrs. Julie Brown, and Mr. Daniel Rousseau.
Dylan Albanese. While you may appear to be a reserved individual at first, Dylan, one learns very quickly that you are a highly intellectually curious, reflective, and thoughtful young man with a keen sense of world affairs. One of your greatest strengths is your willingness to always ask questions and always strive for more knowledge. It is obvious that you never learn just for a test, Dylan, but rather you genuinely enjoy enhancing your education and knowledge. You faced every task with a smile, and your work on the YSOP trip was particularly admirable. You are a humanitarian at heart and a person who always puts others first. Blessed with a love of and talent for tennis, you are committed to all that you do. We look forward to hearing of your success in high school and beyond.
Logan Reed Alvarez. Logan, your reticent demeanor sometimes masks a deeply committed student with vast talent in the classroom as a skilled artist and an athlete. Amongst your peers, you are known to be one of the fastest runners in the grade and a valued contributor in both baseball and soccer. Your talent as an artist continues to progress with your work being displayed in public forums. Your ongoing work with Marine Science Club and your involvement at the YSOP trip showcased you as a natural role model for others with a kind heart and easy temperament. Your gentlemanly grace and loyal nature are qualities that will serve you well in high school and beyond.
Jordan Simone Anderson. Jordan, you have emerged as a person of confidence, integrity, and dependability, and a steady contributor to the upper school. You've had a long love of singing, the arts and science that you nurtured in addition to your Greenville workload without ever sacrificing academics. Your contributions in chorus and on the stage have allowed each of us to enjoy your beautiful voice. Outside of school, you're always eager to give back to your community through service endeavors. We wish you the best of luck for your next year and beyond.
Bridgette Bardong. Bridgette, there was hardly a Greenville opportunity that you did not maximize. From expressing your artistic creativity to the Marine Science Club, to the yearbook, you were a very positive and respected presence among the 8th grade class. Your involvement in the layout of the yearbook was essential to its completion, and it was noted that you always were ready to offer more help. Kind-hearted and highly motivated, you enjoyed academic success and nurtured wonderful and positive relationships with your friends and younger pacer buddies, and gained the admiration and respect of your teachers. Your next school will benefit from your many talents, positive disposition, and overall decency as a person.
Anna Sophia Block. Anna, the breadth of your interests and your commitment to the school was outstanding. You were always willing to give your time and still excelled academically. Your impact upon the school has included your leadership in the Faculty Student Book Club, the Marine Science Club, to your annual appearance on the stage from spelling bee competitions, winning and moving on to the next round. Your artistic interests have brought you in front of the audiences at NYSSMA for piano and singing, and behind the stage supporting the Greenville productions. Your zest for learning and commitment to others will be your legacy at both Greenville and your future schools. Jacob Bach. Jacob, you entered Greenville in the 6th grade with an excitement for athletics that did not dissipate over the course of your 3 years here. Athletically talented with a competitive fire, you contributed greatly to the basketball team, not only with your skills, but with your emerging leadership qualities as well. Your easygoing and gregarious nature helped you to make friends quickly and made you a contributing member of the Greenville community. In class, you were inquisitive and took great pride in your work. You earned the respect of your peers, rewarding you with your selection as a gold captain. Although your time here was brief, you certainly left a definite imprint upon the school, and we wish you the best of luck for next year and beyond.
Dakota Marie Bruderman. Dakota, there is not one facet of the Greenville School that you have not impacted. You provide a welcoming smile for visitors during open houses as the lead ambassador, and this year introduced us to a creative and vast collection of delicious desserts through the cooking club. You will be most remembered for your tenacious academic determination, which resulted in a string of acknowledgments. You could be found running around the campus with the Pacers, scoring on the athletic field, and performing in Harris Theater. Last of the Bruderman clan, you are bringing your family's Greenville legacy to a proud conclusion.
Anna Sophia Calderon. Anna Sophia, for so many visiting families, you were the first student they encountered, and Greenville could not have asked for a better representation of the school's values and culture. Your ubiquitous smile, easy laugh, and gregarious personality were a staple of the upper school. You have a keen sense of global affairs and looked to help others through the creation of the Contigo Club that raised both funds for and acknowledge of Latin American nations in need. You are a committed student with a love of learning and a desire to always improve. Your maturity, determination, and great sense of organization are among the many traits that will bring you continued success in high school. We wish you all the best, and with your departure, the school is left down to just one member of the Calderon family in the upper school.
Skylar Brooke Cohen. Skylar, you approach each task placed before you with an unwavering level of commitment and focus. Whether you are scoring goals in lacrosse, writing outstanding essays, singing on stage, winning an AMC award, or helping to lead the executive board of student council, you always put forth a remarkable effort. Your leadership ability is matched by your kindness and love of the school, as your name is synonymous with academic achievement and athletic prowess. Elected by your peers as a gold captain, and selected by faculty to be a finalist in the speech contest, you have rightfully earned the respect and admiration of all in the upper school. Your next school will have their campus enhanced by your presence, and we eagerly await stories of your success.
Zachary Michael Cohen. Zachary, your outgoing nature, constant smile, and inquisitive mind are defining qualities of who you are and your contributions to GV. Undeniably talented academically, we are confident that your success will be many. Your ability to grasp complex mathematical ideas was reflected in your medaling in math from the AMC competition in 2 consecutive years. As Secretary of the Student Council, your leadership and enthusiasm played a key role in numerous school-wide activities and the establishment and ongoing success of the debate club. Your skill at and commitment to tennis outside of school was impressive, but never interfered with your school preparedness. You will be remembered as an exceptional student, athlete, and friend. We wish you the best of luck next year and beyond.
Michael Robert Cutterback. Michael, your students see you as a shining example of a well-rounded Greenvale student. In the classroom, you have an inquisitive mind and enjoy the challenges that accompany problem solving. Your natural curiosity about the world has allowed you to formulate mature questions about global events and find connections with history. Your fun-loving personality and quick wit have rewarded you with great friendships. As a multi-sport athlete, you took advantage of numerous opportunities to refine your leadership skills. Your commitment, skill, and determination as an athlete always shines brightly, whether in lacrosse, football, or hockey. For all of these traits and more, we expect nothing but success for you in the next school and beyond.
Camilla Gloria Cushman. Camilla, you shared classes, sport teams, and even student council executive board with your twin sister, but found a way to be your own unique person. Elected as the school's vice president, as well as Blue Gold captain, you fostered close connections with friends and faculty through your Greenvale career. As equally committed to academic success as your numerous outside interests, you demonstrated wonderful time management and maturity, traits that will certainly aid you greatly in high school. Your strong grades and praise from your teachers were earned through hard work and fierce determination, yet always accomplished with a vibrant smile. We look forward to hearing of your future successes. We are sure they will be many.
Isabella Marina Cushman. Isabella, as president of Student Council, you guided us through fun social events as well as serious community service projects. Your energy and enthusiasm was heard throughout the halls, both in and out of the classroom, and you were always encircled by a close-knit group of friends. You found the ability to balance a diverse range of artistic interests and athletic demands while always completing your work with care and precision. You immersed yourself in every task asked of you, and your stellar achievements were the results of your purposeful conscientiousness. From class discussions to the Rocket Club to the stage, you have left an indelible mark upon Greenvale. We thank you for all you gave to the school and wish you the best next year.
Tristram Van Wyck Deary. Wyck, you truly emerged as a focused and serious student during your 8th grade year. You have become a deep thinker and managed to always keep conversations interesting, entertaining, and informative. Your prowess as an athlete has positively impacted Greenvale's success, but equally important was your team spirit that created a wonderful dynamic for all of your teammates. Your involvement and enthusiasm for Debate Club were invaluable to the club's launch and success. At times, when you were asked to show care, encouragement, and mentorship for others, like Buddy Days and the YSOP trip, your empathetic nature shined through. The last of the Dearies goes out with one of the best, and we wish you nothing but success for the future.
Isabel Hatton DeJoux. Isabel, your growth as a student has been inspirational to the upper school faculty. You leave GV as a confident and earnest young lady, and all the skills necessary to thrive in high school. Your unwavering desire for success and determination makes you a model student and valued member of the Greenville's field hockey team, where your teammates elected you a captain, along with the school's ice hockey and lacrosse teams. Your work ethic, creativity, and athleticism are matched only by the warmth of your spirit. Rarely without a smile, you bring a sense of positive energy and enthusiasm wherever you go. You are a fitting conclusion to the trio of DeJoux sisters. Good luck next year, and please visit often.
Lucas Benjamin Edgar. Lucas, you are a person who thrives on forming strong connections. You value the importance of family in your life, and that strong bond translates to your relationships with classmates, teammates, and members of the various clubs in which you participated in. A curious mind and compassionate soul, you are a leader at YSOP and in the Contigo Club, and a great school representative at open houses. Your ability to express your ideas with clarity and passion made you a finalist in this year's speech contest. And your teachers enjoy this strength in class on a regular basis. Your next school is gaining an athlete, scholar, and leader. We are sure you will make us proud.
Nate Harrison Elbaum. Nate, your unique mind made you the driving force in classroom discussions. You made excellent connections to historical events, and your teachers admired how you always asked questions and always strive for a deeper understanding of the topic. Your commitment to the Marine Science Club was highly appreciated by your peers, who recognized you as a leader and a good friend. Your thoughtful, unique nature and caring heart for those around you, and your compassion for animals will undoubtedly bring you great success. We wish you luck with your developing golf game and your high school career. We look forward to seeing you back on campus.
Logan Gale Ellie. Logan, you consistently greeted everyone in the halls of the upper school with your smile and quick laugh. As a student, you have impressed your teachers with your capacity to analyze literature, conduct science experiments, and complete complex math problems. In history, you were able to make connections with the present and articulate your thoughts and opinions with clarity, strength, and confidence. Your caring nature, athletic gifts, and leadership ability truly enhanced the Pacers and made you an ideal captain for the Gold Team. Your smile will be missed, and we are sure we will be hearing about your future successes.
Ryan Peter Garcia. Ryan, you are the epitome of a GV graduate. You love learning and have excelled in your classes. You have impressed us all with your insatiable desire for knowledge and the ability to grasp concepts of varying complexity with ease, as well as your quick wit and humility. You have a natural ability to look for and find the best in people, and you were never without a smile and a positive outlook on all that you did. Additionally, your athletic ability has endeared you to the coaches and teammates throughout your 4 years here and on the tennis circuit. You endeared yourself with equal aplomb to your friends and your teachers alike. We are confident that your next school is gaining a wonderful scholar, athlete, and leader.
William Elliott Goki. Your commitment to your studies has impressed us all, and your dry wit and sense of humor have contributed greatly to the social fabric of the class. You have varied intellectual interests, from your impressive skills in math and science to your growth as a writer, as well as your involvement with the debate club. Your love of sailing and commitment to the demanding sport of crew, the Rocket Club, and your competence in playing the viola greatly exemplify your ability to challenge yourself and succeed. It was obvious to your teachers that you are very mechanically oriented and always think ahead, whether it is sailing or constructing robots. You quickly learn from setbacks and try again. Your keen mind and inquisitive nature have propelled class discussions, and you always pursue knowledge and depth of understanding in every topic taught to you. You will be missed, and we wish you all the best for next year. Kiki Bromley Grace. Kind and loyal, Kiki, you will be remembered as a great friend and committed member of the Greenvale community. You always put forth an exemplary effort in all that you do, and always with a smile. Your talents as a writer and critical thinker were obvious to every teacher across the scope of subjects, and you could always be relied upon to ask a pertinent question or make a mature observation about the material being discussed. While you possess a somewhat reserved demeanor, your friends all attest to your quick wit and warm sense of humor. You are a model student and Greenvale citizen, best exemplified by your limitless patience with your little buddies during Fall Festival. Whether it be lacrosse, field hockey, squash, or tennis, you give it your all and reap the rewards. Greenvale became a better place because of you, and we hope you visit often.
Catherine Louise Grant. Intellectually curious and highly articulate, Lily, you leave Greenvale a confident and multi-talented person. You fearlessly attempted new endeavors, including your pivotal role in the 1920s Club, as well as the highly popular cooking club. Whether it be hockey, lacrosse, Pacers, or on the Greenvale stage, your skills were always noted. Your ability to communicate with clarity and charisma earned you a spot in the speech contest finals, as well as a consistent role of tour guide for Greenvale's open houses. Motivated and creative, your grades reflect your varied talents and strengths, highlighted by your positive mindset. We expect great success for you in the future.
Stella Davidman Green. Stella, you have a unique kindness and sincerity in all that you do. These traits are seen throughout your daily behavior, in the classroom, and with your large circle of friends. Never settling for less than your best effort, you consistently push yourself to succeed in all you attempt. While you entered Greenvale Upper School as a reserve student, you gained greater confidence as the years passed on, and now rightfully express yourself more frequently, which enhances all of your classes. Thoughtful, empathetic, and curious about the larger world, Stella, you have demonstrated wonderful growth and consistency throughout your years. Whether it be the Marine Science Club, the book club, or an array of Greenvale sports you participated in, we can always count on you to do your best. You will undoubtedly seek great success, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Augusta Lee Gulden. Augusta, your growth and maturity as a student and individual has impressed your teachers and peers alike. You are a people person, you relate well to your peers, your teachers, and have gone the extra mile to make younger students feel special and connected. Your sincere empathy was clearly evident during the recent YSOP trip. You have always persevered to do your best in the classroom, and this determination was evident throughout your varied athletic interests, including field hockey, tennis, and ice hockey. You lent your impressive singing and acting abilities to Greenvale performances, and you were willing to challenge yourself and gain wonderful experiences along the way. You truly made the most of your Greenvale journey, and we expect great success in your future. You and your family will be missed.
Alexandra May Huzar. Your voice, laughter, and energy was always easy to identify in and out of the classroom, Allie. Your kindness and support of your friends generated close relationships, and it was obvious they felt equally strong about you, as noted by their loud cheers and encouragement during the school's Geography Bee, where you represented the 8th grade. You continuously strove to push yourself as a writer and thinker, and you demonstrated wonderful growth as a student this year, thus preparing yourself for the rigors of high school. Your teachers always appreciated your willingness to put in extra time in order to achieve your goals, and we are proud of all of your achievements. We are all confident in your future successes.
Cordelia Keene. Cordelia, Your commitment to your studies has impressed each of your teachers, and your enthusiasm and easy smile have contributed greatly to the social fabric of the class. You have varied intellectual interests, from your mathematical skills, which earned you the Math Award, to your love of science fiction writing and your involvement with the Rocket Club. As if that's not enough, your contributions as a musician and thespian have significantly added to the school's various productions. These numerous endeavors exemplified how you are a well-rounded student and an individual who is always willing to seek out new experiences. Your future school is demanding, and we are confident you will rise to the occasion. Best of luck.
Theodore Greenleaf Kempner. Curious and always motivated to learn, Teddy, you have a unique mind and a wealth of talents. Never satisfied with just textbook knowledge, you continuously strove to explore topics much more deeply. You always asked thought-provoking questions and provided insightful points of view. The hallways were often filled with your instantly recognizable personality and energy. Outside of the classroom, your contributions to Rocket Club were plentiful, and your election as Blue Captain was met with great support. You always put forth a consistent effort, both in the classroom and the squash court. These traits are sure to bring you great success at your next school and beyond.
Samantha Grace Maynard. Samantha, your growth as a student has been inspiring to the faculty. You leave Greenville a confident individual with all the skills necessary to thrive in high school. Your work ethic and creativity are matched only by your warmth of spirit. You balance a demanding extracurricular schedule, including cello, sailing, swimming, and crew, while always giving your all to Greenville responsibilities. In fact, as a sailor, you were the youngest woman to compete in the all-around Long Island Regatta, a 205-mile ocean race that spanned 3 days and resulted in several awards for your crew. Additionally, you shined on stage last year in High School Musical. Rarely without a smile, you brought a sense of positive energy and enthusiasm to the entire campus. Good luck next year.
Joshua Alexander McKenzie. Josh, your lighthearted demeanor masked the intense commitment you demonstrate towards your studies, athletics, and the arts. An excellent athlete, symbolized by your election as a gold captain, you always brought a positive attitude, diligence, and dedication to your teammates and the game. This desire for excellence was matched by your ability to make connections and be an active community member. Greenville benefited from your acting and singing talents, as you brought your distinctive style and magnetism to the Harris Theater stage. You smiled easily and laughed often among your friends, and we wish you all the best for the future.
Michaela Rose Meister. Kind and loyal, Michaela, you will be remembered as a great friend and committed member of the Greenville community. You always put forth your best effort with a smile on your face. You rarely hesitated to contribute to class discussions, and your friends all attest to your quick wit and warm sense of humor. While you enjoyed great success in the classroom, you also contributed to the broader community through your interest in service learning and through your involvement in the Girl Scouts. You demonstrated tremendous skill as an actress, athlete, artist, and 3-year member of the Pacers. Outside of school, you added ice hockey and horseback riding to your already full plate and succeeded at all without missing a beat. So with so much to offer your next school, our loss is certainly their gain.
Robert Alexander Meshishak. Robert, you never settled for the first or easiest answer in class, and you were continuously motivated to explore topics more deeply, particularly in discussions around the Harkness table. You never hesitated to engage in passionate debates with your peers and teachers in the spirit of reaching a deeper understanding of the topic at hand. Your range of extracurricular activities is diverse and impressive: tennis, squash, soccer, sailing, piano, and Russian lessons, to name a few. As a first-year member of the Rocket Club, your inquisitive and scientific mind contributed greatly to continued success of that long-standing program. We know that your intellectual curiosity, love of reading, and unquenchable thirst for knowledge will carry you far in your next school setting.
Miles Morris. Miles, you entered 6th grade as a reticent student, but graduated as a person who found his voice and gained the ability to lead. You played a pivotal role on the basketball team in which you emerged as a leader among your peers, earning MVP for the past season. You strove to improve in all areas of academics and became a strong analytical writer in the humanities. Constantly surrounded by close friends, you laughed often and easily, and your peers rewarded your athletic prowess and leadership skills with your election as a blue captain. Your inclusive nature created a wonderful dynamic for those around you. We wish you all the best for next year and beyond.
Nicholas Mark Nitre. Nick, you have demonstrated excellent achievement over your time here. Teachers note your growth, determination, and maturity, along with your nearly annual presence in the Geography Bee. You consistently ran for student council and was elected as student representative for the 8th grade year. Greenvale Athletics benefited from your passion for football, basketball, and lacrosse, as you contributed to each of those teams. You were an active member of the debate and investment clubs and worked on the school newspaper and found time outside of school for community service work, including work with the elderly. You have endeared yourself to friends and faculty with your energy and kind-hearted nature. We are proud of how far you have come and expect great success in your future.
Jackson Quinn O'Brien. Jackson, you have spent most of your life walking the halls of Greenvale, and the school has benefited from your presence. You have demonstrated outstanding loyalty to the school, particularly in the field of athletics. A multi-year recipient of football awards, along with outstanding achievement recognition in basketball. And never without a close circle of friends, you have proven to be a student of diligence, impressing your teachers with your continued growth and intellectual maturity. We will all miss your quick humor and wish you the best for next year and beyond. Augustus Orstrom. Gus, your distinct personality and easy laugh lit up every class you attended. There are few students in the upper school who approach lunch quizzes with your passion and intensity. This same focus was brought to the Rocket Club for the past 2 years, and now competitive tennis. Always striving to do your best, you enjoyed hard-earned academic success as well as always enjoying yourself in class. Articulate and intellectually curious, your musical aptitude, especially with classical piano, has helped refine your thinking across all academic disciplines. We look forward to hearing of your success.
Jack Pannosian. Jack, you came to Greenvale as a reserved 7th grade student, but you instantly found both a group of friends and a myriad of ways to leave your mark upon the school. You have a wide array of academic skills. Your sharp analytical mind allows you to investigate topics from history to science with maturity and depth. Out of the classroom, you explored your interests and talents for photography and filmmaking, including teaching your peers about editing and script writing. Your insight into computer programming and coding will certainly be in high demand in both high school and beyond. You even graced the stage in Harris Theater this year. You maximized your years at Greenvale, and we were fortunate to have you on campus. Please visit often. Victoria Marie Petito. Routinely surrounded by a circle of close friends, Victoria, you had a highly positive impression upon all you have encountered. Your enthusiasm for the Greenvale plays and choral performances that stretched throughout your Greenvale career was matched by your desire to succeed academically. You continuously challenged and pushed yourself in all that you attempted, particularly with athletics, in which you've become one of the finest shooters on the basketball team and dedicated 5 years to the Pacers program. In class, your attention to detail and earnestness to commit all of your energies to your work resulted in well-earned recognition from your faculty. A kind heart and a constant smile, Victoria. You demonstrated your willingness and passion to help others in need through Interact Club and Contigo, and most recently, the YSOP trip. We are certain your future will be successful and hope you visit often. Honey Plum, you are a true one-year wonder, as you seamlessly join the community with openness and undeniable confidence. Entering Greenvale as an 8th grader is difficult, and you handled it with grace and ease, finding success in the classroom as well as on the ice. Your warm smile and laugh earned you quick friends and a positive relationship with the upper school faculty. Your teachers routinely commented on your constant refinement of your writing and mature, insightful comments offered in class. Your creative talents were a welcomed addition to the school play as well. We wish you continued success.
Angela Chin. Always hardworking and never without a smile, Angela, you became an instantly respected and adored member of your class. You came to Greenvale and this country as a 6th grader and quickly assimilated to the culture, the language, and everything Greenvale. Your warmth and positivity is contagious. Additionally, you have a wide array of talents, including your stellar classical and jazz piano abilities. From playing paddle to preparing for tests, you do all things in life with a sublime confidence and pure enjoyment. Angela, you possess an unquenchable desire to succeed and pursue with all that you do with a fiery intensity that is always accented by a sense of fun. We wish you had more than 2 full years here at Greenvale, but your impact has been significant. You will be long remembered, and we wish you all the best for next year.
Alexander Rubin. Alex, you have certainly come a long way from your days in 6th grade, as you have matured into a confident and articulate individual. Your contributions to your humanities classes were highly valuable, as you possess genuine curiosity about the world events and often introduce contemporary issues into Harkness table discussions. While you enjoy tennis outside of Greenvale, you made numerous positive contributions to the basketball team and baseball team, and even earned the distinction of the most improved player in basketball this year. Your academic interests range from your talents as a math student to your ability to dissect complex themes in literature, making you well-rounded and insightful. We are confident that you have developed the skills necessary to achieve success in high school and beyond, and we wish you the best for next year.
Augustine Shootmaker March. Augustine, you did not allow an opportunity to try something new pass you by, whether it be marine science, Greenvale Voices, or the yearbook club. You were there. You made your way through a multitude of Greenvale sports, from soccer to softball, and even decided to try basketball in your final year. This work ethic also earned you the respect of your peers, who elected you as a blue captain. In class, your energy and enthusiasm for learning, meshed with a quick sense of humor, made you a pivotal contributor to discussions. A strong writer and thinker, you became a student who did not study only for a test, but more importantly, for meaningful understanding. You are a talented singer, dancer, and have a wonderful presence on stage. Always willing to support your friends, your presence was consistently positive and kind. We are proud of your success and wish you the best of luck for next year.
Melanie Michelle Schwab. A perfect conclusion to the Schwab family trio. You absolutely left your individual mark upon Greenvale. In addition to your contributions to class discussions and academic success, you were a fixture in Greenvale athletics. From playing point guard in basketball to pitching for the softball team, you were always in the middle of the action, a trait that fits your personality. Always willing to engage in your artistic side, your artwork and contributions to the upper school plays and GV Voices will long be remembered, and we look forward to seeing you light up the stages of Broadway someday. Conrad Paul Schwarz. Conrad, your consistent quest for knowledge and understanding of world events made you a valuable asset to each of your classes. You demonstrated impressive maturity with your ability to balance the rigors of 8th grade along with hockey, travel lacrosse teams, the upper school play, and GV Voices. You have a diverse collection of interests and talents, as you were a standout member of the Global Studies program and an integral contributor to marine science. A rising scholar, loyal friend, and positive teammate, you embody the characteristics of students Greenvale hopes to mold. We look forward to your many upcoming successes and hope you visit often. Elizabeth Ray Singer. Bitsy, even in the dreariest weather or in the midst of a busy and stressful day, you always have a smile and exude positive energy in every class. You are a principled young woman determined to do what's right. You put enthusiasm and focused effort into all of your academics, maximizing your talents and enjoying great success as a result. Your love for the school was obvious, as you were fully committed to all that you did, from controlling the backstage area during plays, singing with the select chorus, hustling on the softball field, and dedicating 3 years to the marine science program. You did it all with your unique zest for life. When you speak, a genuine kindness and concern for the well-being of others emanates from you. We wish you nothing but success as you begin your next set of adventures.
Ashley Rose Valentine. Ashley, you are the embodiment of how hard work can pay off with wonderful dividends. Your teachers respect and admire your relentless pursuit of success, along with your quick sense of humor and burgeoning self-confidence. You should be celebrated for never allowing yourself to settle for anything less than your finest effort in schoolwork and athletics. Your commitment to the Marine Science program contributed to that organization's continued growth and impact on campus. At YSOP, you revealed your truly compassionate heart and willingness to give of yourself for the betterment of others. We look forward to hearing of your many future successes.
Thank you for those wonderful words about the graduates. And this just in, Jackson O'Brien was also a lifer. Congratulations, Jackson. Graduates, parents, teachers, trustees, and friends, we're honored to have you at Greenvale's 98th graduation today, something that always proves to be a momentous occasion for our graduates. My words are pointed to you, graduates. I wish we were together under the tent, but forces beyond our control mean that we cannot be. The class of 2020 will not be remembered for these last moments. You will be remembered for the amazing impact you had on all of us through the years. But before I dive into it, let me say thank you to the people who surround you. First off, I turn to all of your parents. For us as a school, your partnership has been critical to your child's success. You can leave today feeling confident that your child is one step closer to being a conscientious adult with a deep sense of what matters, now more than ever. Thank you. To the trustees, your commitment to ensuring that our mission drives everything we do as a school has never been more important and helpful. Your teamwork, generosity, and transparency have mattered. Thank you. Next, I turn to the faculty. It's hard to put into words the intensity of the spring experience for all of you, and I'm deeply filled with immense gratitude for your hard work. You epitomized the correct response to this unprecedented time by exhibiting great flexibility, working that much harder, and finding joy daily, all while staying true to the core of teaching and learning, the teacher and student connection. Thank you. Now, to all of the other Greenvale staff members, your utter commitment to this school is evident in all the ways you contribute to our students while holding this school so dear. I'm so impressed with how each of you has found ways to continue to support the school, even from home. Thank you. To the Greenville class of 2020, congratulations. We've made it here to graduation day and are ready to celebrate your talent, your growth, and your accomplishments. We are better because of you. I know there's nothing normal about what has transpired this spring, but even with all the questions and fear, we can celebrate and see the light in this darkness as many generations have done before. Dr. Martin Luther King reflected deeply about the traumatic experience of inequality in the United States, stating, "It is only in darkness that we see the stars." This pandemic and the death of George Floyd have been dark moments for all of us, eliciting more questions than answers, breeding deep anxiety and questions about what matters to us. It is a dark moment. With that said, I'm looking at you, graduates, as my stars. In your time at Greenville, you have taught us lessons that have seemed all the more important to us today. These lessons include: community is the thread that unites all that we do. The need to be flexible is critical. Being optimistic is essential, and that we must be reflective to learn from others. Community unites us. We were a force apart this spring, and it helped to see how the strength of a community really matters to us. This is all something that we understood before, and we feel even more deeply now. Recently, I read the book Together by Vivek Murthy, the former Surgeon General of the United States. It discussed how lonely people can feel in this deeply connected world by studying it from a scientific perspective in a humanistic manner. Since the pandemic, the book has taken on new meaning. He notes, quote, "One of the things I've found to be a surprising but enormously helpful solution to loneliness is service. It turns out that when we reach out to help someone else, that not only enables us to connect with another human being, but it reminds us of our value and our purpose in life. It turns out that giving and receiving both strengthen our social bonds and can hopefully, if we do this right, maybe even give us a deeper appreciation for our relationships and leave us stronger than where we started." End quote. You have all been important members of this community and have been both willing to serve this community and outside of it. I have been struck by how many of you have shared how much you miss school. Yes, we can see how not being together is hard, that we miss the rhythm of the day, seeing our friends, the informal interactions that happen all the time. These moments matter to us. The fabric of the Greenville community starts with one-to-one connections and builds out from there. Your class is a connected one. I'm impressed as I watched you grow closer all winter long. The tone of the community was built on inclusivity. That is central to the core of being known. From this connection to community comes the next important idea: flexibility. Flexibility. Let's think for a minute about your experience in grades 6 through 8 here. You had to live through the construction of the Bacon and Biondi building and the renovation of the Island Center and the library. You watched Miss I step in and thrive in her role as division director. And you experienced online learning at the end of your Greenville time. Whatever has come your way, you adapted. You were flexible, and you saw what really matters. Connection was still there. The blue and gold captains made a point of thanking students for their flexibility in adjusting to the difficult circumstances. You helped to make our new space feel more like us when we first moved into it. Whatever the moment, you've made it work. You did this by, number one, prioritizing community, number two, being flexible, And number 3, being optimistic. Optimism. Sadly, being optimistic is not our default emotion. In fact, it takes a while for us to learn how to view events in a positive way. With that said, its benefits are significant both in the moment and for your overall health. Martin Seligman, who wrote the book Learned Optimism, writes, "The defining characteristic of pessimists is that they tend to believe bad events will last a long time, will undermine everything they do, and are their own fault. The optimists, who are confused with some hard knocks of the world, think about the misfortune in the opposite way. They tend to believe defeat is just a temporary setback, that its causes are confined to this one case. The optimists believe defeat is not their fault. Circumstances, bad luck, or other people brought it about. Such people are unfazed by defeat. Confronted by a bad situation, they perceive it as a challenge and try harder." As we've been reminded this spring, we know we cannot control everything, but we can help ourselves in our response to events. I've watched you always remain optimistic. Specifically, I remember the many conversations I've had with all of you about high school, where the common thread was the steady belief that it's going to go well, even with so many unknowns. The same has been true for the end of the school year. It is not what you wanted, but you made the best of it. This happens because you remember the community, you're sure to be flexible, you're optimistic, and you know how to reflect. Being reflective and learning from others. How we look at each moment can really impact it. In fact, nothing I've said about community, flexibility, and optimism works without the power of reflection that allows you to learn from others. We learn the most about our character in our responses. Robert Frost's poem, West Running Brook, is a conversation between a man and a woman looking at a brook. The two stop and stare at a river, looking at the water continually running over a large rock. The poem states, "The stream, catching on a sunken rock, flung backward on itself in one wave, and the water rode the rock forever, not gaining, but not losing." The water appears stuck in time, but it's constantly changing over the rock. What the woman initially sees when reflecting from this image is a sign of love and optimism. What the man initially sees is questions about time and direction. There is a moment of tension between the two of them as they see it so differently from each other. In a powerful moment, the two learn from each other. In the end, they come to realize that they're both right. The poem continues. It is the backward motion towards the source, against the stream, that most we see ourselves in. The tribute of the current to the source. It is from this nature we are from. It is most us. First off, because of the conversation between the two that helps them to understand the moment, our understanding is richer when we understand how someone else sees the same thing in an entirely different way. It is not always easy, but deeply listening helps. Next, they both realize that change is constant. Like the river, there's always movement in our lives, so we need to reflect on change with love, with optimism, with a sense of direction and time. Look backwards towards the source, but move forward with love, deeply appreciating others, What I see in all you is real love for each other and everything around you. I've seen you understand that time matters as we celebrate here the passage of it. I've seen you do this in book groups, in classes, with each other. Be sure to keep cultivating that aspect of you. It is a lifelong process, and the best is yet to come. In conclusion, I come back to Martin Luther King, this time from a sermon he gave in 1967. He notes, "It really boils down to this, that all life is interrelated. We are all caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied together in a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. We are made to live together because of the interrelated quality and structure of reality. Before you finish eating breakfast in the morning, you've depended on more than half the world. This is the way our universe is structured. This is its interrelated quality. We aren't going to have peace on earth until we recognize the basic fact of the interrelated structure of reality. We are deeply connected to each other right now in this pointed moment to celebrate all that you have become with a keen optimism for what lies in front of you. In this darkness, you are my light. Thank you." And now I turn once again to Reverend Gideon Pollock for the benediction.
Let us pray. God of great goodness, you are revealed in kindness, generosity, love, and faithfulness. Preserve and protect these young people as they leave this place. Inspire them to live lives marked by a hunger for goodness and a thirst for righteousness and truth, whose source is your eternal presence. Give them an impatient restlessness for a vision of the world as it could be, and inspire them to be leaders beyond these walls. And we ask your blessing on this community to renew us all for your service. All this we ask in your name. Amen.
The ceremonies of the 98th graduation of the Greenvale School are now closed. Graduates and families are invited to connect with one another using the Zoom link provided in the email sent last Friday. But first, stay tuned for photos and drone coverage on Friday's parade, and congratulations.